Hey guys, what's going on? Deuce here. And as you know, the PS5 Pro was revealed just a couple days ago. And despite what Sony was expecting, the consumer base didn't seem too happy at what was presented to them. Now, I'm not going to give you a play-by-play of the presentation because then I'll just drag on the video, but I will give you bits and pieces and key points where they really thought they was cooking.
You'll never break the legend, 'cause they don't know we're legendary.
I think this was probably one of the worst things that Sony has ever done since the launch of the PS3. I say this because they compare the base PS5 with the Pro a lot throughout the video, right? And you would have thought the PS5 Pro did your taxes, help you find a job. You would have thought this was the best thing ever. But the main thing I got out of this presentation is just it has higher graphics. That's it. It has a larger GPU, which makes it process information faster. And it has advanced ray tracing, which I guess makes lighting even more realistic than what the PS5 did. And it had this other thing called AI-driven upscaling. Now, I don't know what that means, and Mark Cerny didn't really go too detailed into it. Like, he said a lot of buzzwords, he said a lot of words that caught your attention, that really make you seem like you was really getting something good, but it just didn't do anything for me. This was a 9-minute presentation, and he was just basically saying that, yeah, the PS5 Pro is better than the base. It's the strongest, it's the most powerful console we've made to date. And it's like, dude, you just made a PS5, but better. It's not like you going from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4. No, you are going from the PlayStation 5 to the PlayStation 5 Part 2. I don't like how they just use a lot of buzzwords and how they try to really make you seem like you was really doing something. There's gotta be more to this PS5 Pro than just better graphics. And guess what they're trying to charge you now? They're trying to charge you $700 for the console, just for a mere upgrade. An upgrade that you could probably get through a patch if we're being honest. Think about that, people. Why? $700 for a new console so your game could process information like 30 seconds faster. And he was like, oh yeah, larger GPU, and it makes it 45% faster. I was like, okay, so someone who has a PS5 Pro can load their game up 45 seconds faster than mine. Whoop-de-doo. I'm so grateful. I'm sure they're really glad they spent their rent money, their car note money for insurance for a piece of large plastic that could run your game in 60 frames per second 24/7. I mean, really, is that all you had? Is that all you had to offer? That was it? This presentation was like in a new iPhone, all right? Nothing new but the camera. And even then, I don't think they even changed the camera. They probably just changed the placement of the camera just to make it seem different. That's so stupid. I think Sony was really disconnected in not understanding the consumer base. And you know why I think they were truly disconnected? When you go to at the end of the presentation, it will give you the price and it will say at the bottom, it says vertical stand sold separately. How disrespectful is that to have the console sitting vertically on a stand and then at the bottom it says vertical stand sold separately? $700 and they can't even give you the respect to give you the piece of plastic to hold your console up properly. And I know you're probably thinking, well, you know, you can also have it horizontally. Yeah, well, shut the fuck up, because if they wanted it horizontally, if they was trying to push the fact that you can have it both ways, they would have had it both upright and horizontally. No, it's like they're telling you that, hey, in order to play it properly, you need to have it vertically. You need the stand, which we won't include. How disrespectful is that? This is what pisses me off about Sony. I know a lot of Sony fans are having the time of their lives saying that, oh, Xbox ain't shit. Xbox is dying. Xbox lost the console wars. Well, you know what? We clearly needed Xbox, all right? Because it's shit like this that happens. Lack of competition leads to complacency. This is what loyal PlayStation fans are getting. A $700 console for a PlayStation 5 Pro with no stand. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the thing pisses me off the most, is the fact that it doesn't have a damn stand. The original PS5 came with a stand. Why is this any different? Sony really said they'll buy anything, and them bitches will buy it. That's crazy. You hit us with a bunch of buzzwords, basically set up the base PS5 ain't shit, and then charge you $700 with no piece of plastic to hold the console up properly, they're gonna charge you $700 for this, and then probably an extra $45 to $50 for the fucking stand. Is that not crazy? And then look at this, the date is crazy. November 7th, 2024? That's a lot of pressure. How are you gonna reveal the PlayStation 5 Pro like a month before release? Like, that is crazy. Y'all really trying to put the pressure on them. And you know what? You know what really pisses me off? Is there's gonna be some people who's still gonna buy this anyway. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but you are getting hold. There are people who are willing to really work their ass off at their job just to get this PS5 Pro. And you know what's messed up? That people who already have the original PS5, they're gonna buy the PS5 Pro anyway. Now, I'm not gonna fault, like, look, if you're a content creator and you feel like you have to buy the PS5 Pro for the sake of having the highest possible quality, okay, I understand. But if you're playing this casually and this is not your job, then you are just fucking yourself over. Don't give them the satisfaction of buying this and they can't even give you a stand to hold it up properly. That is insane. And I'm so pissed, because this has been the most disconnected presentation I've seen since PlayStation 3. This is ridiculous. Like, there's gonna come a time when they're gonna sell a PlayStation in parts. They're already doing it now. I have never seen a console reveal where we are buying our console in parts. If I gotta buy my shit in parts, I may as well just build a PC set at that point. Like, come on, man, are you serious? There's gonna come a time where they're gonna be selling us a console without the controller, without the cords to plug it in. They're just gonna sell us a console itself, no controller, no cords. And you know what's also messed up? Check this out, chat. It's only a digital console. You have to buy the disc drive. Remember the PlayStation 5 when it first came out? They had a digital version and a physical version. No, it's only it's only a digital console. And if you want to play physical games, you need to buy a disc drive. Why do I need to buy a very important feature on a console? How does that make any sense? Everyone doesn't want to have to buy digital copies. Some people still love physical copies. They love the physical feeling of it. Kind of like opening a physical book to read. It's just not the same. It's way better. Sometimes it's way better than an audiobook. Sometimes a physical copy is way better than a digital because it's there in your hands. And they don't even give you the option. Oh, no, they give you the option, but you got to pay for the digital console to buy a physical disc drive. And ooh, even the design pisses me off. It looks exactly the same as the original PS5. They just slapped on a fucking belt around it. They didn't change the controllers. They didn't change the design of the console. They made it maybe a little slimmer at the bottom, but all they did was just slap a fucking belt on it and say, here, this is what you've been waiting for. I understand that businesses have to make their money, but what happened to companies when they also cared about the consumers while also trying to make money at the same time? This is what makes me so mad. I just feel so disgusted that video games have just become this cold, calculating Hollywood bullshit. That people only care about the money, but not actually the passion behind it. And there's no disrespect to the people who develop these video games or who develop these consoles. It's really the fucking corporate that does this shit, but it makes me so angry. If this is what's to be expected down the road from here on out, I don't know, man. I don't really have a lot of faith in video games anymore. I'm not saying it's not going to be popular. No, it's never dying. But the intentions behind it, the passions behind it, it doesn't feel like it's there anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, like I said, if this is what to be expected, I can't say what to do with your money. That's up to you. But this has probably been one of the most cold and calculated presentations of video games I've seen in a long time. Anyway, you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.